Hi guys, today I want to take you through a Pilates foundational workout. So it's Pilates fundamentals, basic, beginners with spine safety in mind. So if you are somebody that suffers from back pain or have never done Pilates before and want to know what is the safest way to go about and approach it, or you want to avoid back pain in the future, then this is the video for you. If you are curious to know more about what I mean by spine safety and why I apply spine safety protocols to my classes, then be sure to check out my video on that. I will also post it in the description below. Okay, good. We're going to start in a standing position on your mat, and let's start with some neck and shoulder releases. Sit standing nice and tall. Just feel that your weight is equal across all points of your feet. And we'll start by breathing in and just look straight out in front of you. Breathe in as you lift your head up a little bit. Exhale to bring the chin to the chest. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Good. Come to center, side to side. Turning towards one shoulder, center, other shoulder. And again. Good, and we're just going to add 2 circles, so circling to the shoulder as if you're drawing a circle right in front of you with your nose 2 to one side and then 2 the other way. Good, and coming to center. Now inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, release, and bring the shoulders up. And exhale to release. Very good. All right, good. Now, breathing. In Pilates, we're inhaling into the rib cage predominantly. This is our diaphragmatic breathing. So we're not really letting the belly fill up with air. So wrap your fingers around your rib cage. Take a nice deep breath in. Make sure it's traveling in through the top of the lungs, down to the bottom, into your ribs. You should feel your ribs expanding in your hands. Okay, so nice deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth as if you're blowing through a straw. Again, inhale. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time, inhale, and exhale through the mouth. Now, when you're exhaling, what are we doing? We're learning to connect the pelvic floor, to brace in your core. So I want you to take your index finger and your middle finger and find your hip bones, and then go in a little bit where you get into more of the muscle and not of the bone, and then slide up slightly. Okay, so now we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose again. Exhale through the mouth and push those muscles into your fingers. So it should feel like a tightening and pressing out a little bit. Again, inhale and exhale. Bracing, connecting, tightening, protecting the spine. One more time, inhale and exhale. Getting that brace on. So learn to start using that breath to activate into your core. And we'll just do one more prep, looking at how we're going to be bending over. So if we're not doing these loaded flexions, how are we moving forward and up? Okay, and this is a nice warm up for the back and your core as well, and gives you a nice stretch in the back of the legs. So inhale. On your exhale, I want you to hinge at your hips. So upper body is like a plank that moves forward. You're hinging at your hips. The buttocks can move back a little bit. You're going to just stop here halfway. You can have your hands on your thighs. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, brace, and slide back up with a nice straight back. You will even feel your glutes activate. Again, inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale here. And exhale to slide up. One more time. Inhale. And exhale forward. Don't mind my dog as he tours the studio. Good. Inhale. And exhale, pressing up. Nice. And release. To get down on our mat, safe way, come down onto your knees. Then you're going to start by lying down on your side. And from there, let's move him out of the way. You're going to roll over onto your back. Okay, so when you're lying down on your back. Still think about creating length through your spine. Pull the chin in towards the chest a little bit, and the arms are going to be down on the mat. We're going to work on stabilizing the body before you move it, okay? And that breath with that bracing is going to help you do just that. So we'll start with knee floats. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, float one knee up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, next one goes up. So always alternate your legs. Inhale down. So what you're making sure is that you're exhaling first. You're initiating that abdominal connection before the leg moves up, keeping that opposite hip as still as possible. And down. And exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. The other thing you're paying attention to is that you're not loading that hip. When the leg lifts, it should really feel like it's floating up towards the ceiling and then down, not boom, loading into your hip every time it lifts. It shouldn't feel heavy. Good, and then bring that leg down. Good. Let's look at how the upper body should be coming off the mat. So we're not going to be curling. Okay, anytime you feel that you're pressing that lower back down into the mat, you are not respecting the natural curves of your spine. So I do not want you to do that. So think of that plank image that we used when you were hinging forward at your hips, and that's essentially what we're doing now. Think of your back as a plank. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're floating the shoulders. So let the shoulders lead. The head comes up because it's all attached. And then down. Really imagine almost like you have a turtleneck on, right? And so from your torso through the head, all of that is connected, so it needs to move together. Inhale. Exhale up. So what you should feel loads a little bit is the point between your shoulder blades, but nothing changes in your lower back. If it changes, you've gone too far. Eyes gazing up at the ceiling, and then bring yourself down. One more time. Exhale. Floating up, we're going to stay here, hold it for a moment, feel that brace and get that engagement through the core, reach the shoulder blades away from the ears, and then bring yourself down. Now for some of you that would be hard. You might feel strain on your neck. Work on it, keep practicing, keep your head down if needed. Okay, the next exercise, 100s, requires your upper body to be up, but if you cannot sustain it, keep your head down. The arms are going to be pumping up and down rhythmically. We're going to be breathing inhale for 5 counts, exhaling for 5 counts. So it's 5-minute inhales, 5-minute exhales. Okay, this is to get that circulation flowing through the body, get you ready for your workout, okay, get you warmed up. So when you're ready, float that upper body, keep pumping the arms, everything else stays nice and still. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, in. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 3, 4, 5, in, out. 5 more. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, last one. Good, bring the upper body down, pull the knees in towards the chest, you're just holding the tops of the knees, and you're going to turn your head gently side to side, just relax any tension that may have built up in your neck. Just get some release. Fantastic. Okay, good. Let's keep it going. We're going to bring the legs down again, working on hip mobility and stability at the same time. So the right leg is going to stay bent. You're going to stretch your left leg up towards the ceiling. Hold the back of your leg with 2 hands. Give it a little stretch. So you're going to push and pull simultaneously. You're pushing into your hands. We're pulling it at the same time. You're breathing deeply. Good. You can flex and point a little bit if you want. You can do some little circles with your foot just to get mobility into the ankle as you push. So keep pushing into your hands as you pull. Good. Now bend, relax. The arms are down by your side. You're pressing into the mat. You're pressing the shoulders down, and you're going to press through that right foot to stabilize the right side. The goal is now to make circles with your left leg without moving that right side. That right hip does not wobble. Okay, so we cross the center of the body, we touch the inner thighs together, open, down, around, and up on the exhale. So inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, up. Now your knee might wobble a little bit. That's not a big deal, but your hip should not be wobbling. Okay, and again. Last one. So keep your range of motion small, okay? And open, go down, around, and up. Biscuit, you need to move, my friend. I love how he places himself right in front of the video. That's not helping. Okay, here we go. And open, down, around, and up. Open, down, around, and up. Open, down, around, and up. Two more. And one more. Good. Bend that knee, pull that leg in towards the chest. Stretch the opposite leg. Okay, now we're switching sides. Left leg is down, right leg extends. We hold the back of the leg first to give it a stretch, so push into your hands with your leg. At the same time, you're pulling towards your chest. Remember, if you want to mobilize the feet a little bit, you can. Keep pushing, keep pulling. Breathe. Good, and bend. Nice. Now let it go. Press the arms, stabilize through the shoulders. Press that left foot into the mat firmly. Stabilize that left hip. We go in towards the other leg. Down, around, up, and stop. And down, around, up, and stop. Down, around, up, and stop. Down, around, up, and stop. Down, around, up, and let's reverse. Open, pull in, inhale, and exhale up. So especially when that leg opens, work extra hard to keep that left hip down. Last one, up, good. Bend the knee. Both knees pull into the chest. We're going to keep the left leg bent as we extend the right leg up a little bit towards the ceiling. Okay, the lower the leg goes, the harder it is, so start a little bit higher if you're new. If you have back pain, of course, you want to keep it higher so you're not straining into your back until you build that core strength. If possible, we're going to do that upper body float, so bring the shoulders and the head up. If not, keep your head down. As you exhale, switch legs. And switch. 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 Switch, 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 2, 1, and release. We'll do a variation now of the double leg stretch. So heels are together, hands are going to go behind your head. You're going to have your hand there to support your neck a little bit, so that should help. And then bring the shoulders up just slightly. Once again, weight is in between the shoulder blades, not in your lower back. Exhale to stretch the legs up towards the ceiling. Squeeze those inner thighs, wrap the outer thighs, and inhale to bend. Exhale out. Core is very engaged, and in. Exhale out. Inhale, bring it in. And exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in, last one, exhale out. Inhale in, let the head go down. Nice. Our final one for our abdominal series is scissors, but we're going to keep the range of motion small, and we're focusing on stabilizing the pelvis. So take one leg, you're going to pull it 2 times. 1, 2, simultaneously the other leg presses down, down, and then switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Last 2 here. Up, up. Last set. And up, up. Legs up at the top. Bend your knees into your chest. Good. To come up to a seated position, let's look at the safest way for your spine. So when you're turning to your side, you want to make sure that you imagine that there's almost a metal rod between your shoulder and that hip so that they move together and not separately. Okay, so if I'm turning to my left, I'm making sure my right hip and my right shoulder are together on that move. Okay, so you can also open up that side and then turn together, press yourself up, and come to a seated position. Spine stretch. When you sit in, when you're in a seated position, you have a tendency to curl back like this, you will want to make sure you get some support to sit on so that you can be more upright. Okay, legs are open as wide as the mat, feet are flexed, your arms are out in front of you, shoulder height. Imagine that your entire spine is against a wall, and the only part that is going to peel off that wall is your head and your upper back. From the tips of your shoulder blades down, that part is staying against the wall, and you're going to use your abs and your ribs to pull back towards that imaginary wall. Okay, so deep breath in. Exhale, there's an orange between your chin and your chest, so careful not to drop that head. As you try to reach forward, the ribs pull you back, the belly pulls you back, so you can see you don't go very far. Pull the shoulder blades towards the back wall, inhale and up. Again, exhale forward, inhale up, and exhale forward. Inhale up. Last one, exhale forward. Inhale up. And release the arms. All right, now to get onto your belly, a few ways we can do that. So we can come onto the knees again, turn yourself around. Okay, bring the hands forward and then just slowly lower yourself down. For now, we'll keep it that way. Okay, we'll do, now for some of you with back issues, this may not be an ideal position. Depending on what it is that you have, this can actually cause you more pain. So as a general rule of thumb, if it's causing you more pain, do not do it, right? Do the things that are not causing you pain. For others, putting a pillow between the belly button and the pubic bone here may be sufficient to help relieve that, okay, or relieve that pain. Hands are slightly in front of your shoulders, elbows are pulling into your side. Legs can be slightly apart, but if you don't have any issues in your lower back, we're going to bring them closer together. Forehead is down. Imagine like a turtle pulling its head out of a shell. At first, you have to pull yourself forward on your hands before you can lift up. Okay, so let's inhale, pull forward on your hands. You're opening up space between the vertebrae of the spine and then come up. Notice the back of my neck stays long. I'm not lifting my head like this, okay? So that chin is aiming down and then release. Other thing that helps your lower back is if you really actively press your pubic bone into the mat. Okay, inhale and up. Exhale, lower down. Last two, inhale, forward and up. Exhale, down. And one more time, inhale, forward and up. And exhale to lower down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up to all fours. We're going to finish with this variation of the swimming exercise in Pilates, just so we start getting towards that overall strengthening of the core, which are all those stomach muscles, but also your back muscles. Okay, and we'll do it decomposed. So we're going to start with the arms only. Okay, so wrists are right under your shoulders, knees under your hips. You're going to inhale, lift one arm up by your ear. Exhale down. So the goal is that every part of your body stays still except for the limb that is lifting. And lower down. And inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. Let's do just the legs. Okay, so inhaling up, hip bones, press down to your mat. They don't open up to the ceiling, okay? And lower. And inhale, lift. You can flex that back foot. And lower. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. So as you build your strength, you may need to stay with that. Just arms, just legs. If you're feeling strong and feeling like you can do it, you're feeling stable, then you can attempt arm and leg. On the inhale, exhale down. And inhale out. Stay as still as you can through the torso. Keep those hip bones pressing down to the mat. And back in. And last one. And in. Now, finally, you get a little bit of a release for your spine. This one, we are able to curve the spine because we are in an unloaded position. So this position does not load the spine. You're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round the spine and go back towards your heels. Nice and easy. Take your time. You should feel a nice stretch all through the spine. Now, if you are someone whose pain is triggered by any kind of flexion, this is not going to feel so good. So don't do it. What you might be able to do is inhale, lengthen, not round the spine, and just go back towards your heels from here without the rounding part. Okay, so just always play around with adaptations and go with what works well for your body and what you're feeling in that moment. Okay, one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then you're back, seated on your heels. To come up, we're up on our knees. We're stepping 1 foot forward. We're engaging all our muscles to come up to standing, nice and safe on the spine. And there you have it. This is a introductory workout, what we call just going over some of the Pilates fundamentals. I hope you found it beneficial. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you here again next time. Bye-bye.